Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Fires left. Calls it in. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass plays.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but
he lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He's got him this time. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
I'm a huge fan of offensive aggressiveness to start a football game. I think the defense is getting settled in. They play up a little bit. They play a little bit more aggressive. They got more emotion, and the offense takes advantage. Nice big play over the top. Stay aggressive, offense.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Buckeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He'll keep it himself. Sweet cut there. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, Expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Third down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, third and short, now set up in a first and goal situation.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On the ready? Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Throwing right. Got him downfield. Right midfield, he's got room. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Clemson jumps to the line. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big, explosive, fast, and they can really win on the outside. And Clemson, as much as anybody, they're going to catch the ball, spin it to those guys, let them go make plays.
Handoff from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. They'll send the back in motion. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Clemson.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Skips away from pressure. The short hands, it's Tate. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
That's caught. It's Graham. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got.
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that. Nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants to change this route. Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the running back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Clemson is quick to the line.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping the run, setting up 4th and inches. Listen, this is a no-brainer. If I can't get inches, I don't deserve the win. I'm coming downhill. I'm playing physical. I'm picking my play, whether it's quarterback sneak, fullback dive, whatever it is that we do great, and I'm going to get my inches.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. They'll leave it with him. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. This is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to the ground. It's a seam wide open. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game, the quick passing game, and the running QB, and so many things to look at.
The Tigers moving quickly to the line. They go to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air. It's Klubnik. Gets it out fast. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He might want another play. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Tigers! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And he puts through the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Arkansas is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Darren McFadden out there, this group is fighting. They're up by a field goal over the Stallions. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. grabbed over the middle. It's Graham. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
He's taking the shot. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And man, is that... timing. You could tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Off the play fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Fires the pass, intercepted. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's the problem when you're living in second and long situations. Sometimes the quarterbacks feel like they just got to go get it all back in one throw. That's what he was trying to do on that one. He forced it into traffic, and the defense made him pay, coming up with a huge interception.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw. It's Clemson. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Touchdown, Ohio State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Finds his man down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air, it's Klubnik. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Clemson jumps to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Looking for room. It's Haynes. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
The offense changing the play. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Williams. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Clemson set up with another first down. The give out of the gun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Throws for the tight end. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Tiger! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Coming out on first down with the play fake. They're working that left side.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one and not two-on-one. You got to see that, got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. motion from the wideout. Running back searching for a hole. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Fires downfield. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Bears the pressure. And they drop him for a loss, but there are penalty markers on the field. Let's check out the call. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Ohio State 35, Clemson 21.
And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Little touch pass to the receiver. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Clemson is quick to the line. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. The Tigers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Making side adjustments here. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the fourth quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Bringing it back. He's at the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
He's got it in the end zone for the two as they trim more off of that lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Makes the grab. It's Tate. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29. And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Gonna run it. It's Peoples. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now
can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Time to take a shot. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on fourth down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
From the gun, give on the inside. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. BYU was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Robbie Bosco and company delivered in their national championship season of 1984. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Got his man downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
To the air on 1st down. Fires to the right. He's got it. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down.
Is enough. 1st down for the offense.
Dropping back, it's Klubnik. It's caught. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this match.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball past. If you're Coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Buckeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The give from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Makes a grab past the marker. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.